Okay, let's go. It is busy here, so we're gonna go out to scratch it. Well, I could have left here. Like, it wasn't that busy when we were here. I was ready to go a long time ago, but I've been kind of like stretching my legs out and everything, and my leggies are super tight, so we're gonna just hit some lower trails at the scratch gravels. Not with not a lot of birds, so I think we're gonna head way out. Oh, I got like a crusty in my nose. Ow, it hurts. Yeah, it's like pulling on nose hairs and stuff. There, let me turn the heat down. She was cold, so I had to turn the heat up. It's only 41 degrees out. Wow, it is a good time to leave because it has just been constant people showing up here all of a sudden. What time is it? It's not even like a regular time. Wow, even more people. It's like a constant line of traffic coming in here. When I first got here at like 2 hours ago, yeah, 2 hours ago, there was a huge group of people. I'm guessing they were military. It looked like they were doing like some sort of team building exercise or something. I don't know, but they were just getting done. So they were leaving, and then after they left, I haven't seen but maybe 2 cars up until 10 minutes ago. And then it's just a huge group of people. It is a holiday weekend, so you never know. But we are going to since we have to go through town, all the way through town, we're probably looking at about a 15-minute drive. Depending on how we hit the lights and stuff, but we'll see. Oh. It was super foggy, too, when we first got up. And it's cloudy over here, but it looks like it's probably sunny over there. Well, actually, it looks like now the sun might be coming out over here, too. Probably gonna flip-flop now that we're driving over to the other place. But yeah, so we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna do this. Oh yeah, the Cotton Top, I forget about that place. Yeah, this old lady, man, she just bought the whole store out, it looks like. Wow, there's like tons of kids down here by the library too. What the heck is going on down here? Are the kids still in school? I think they're out of school. I was trying to see what day it was, but my watch just got a message at the same time, so I'm like, well, I guess that's not going to work. Trolley, so we're going to be going really slow now. Oh, my nose got like whatever it was, like pulled out some nose hairs, or is trying to pull out some nose hairs or something. Yeah, we're going to be going really slow because this thing only goes like 5 miles an hour at the most. Oh, they're actually going to let us pass? That's weird. I'm not used to that. Tons of little kids. morning quick. Thought we were going to be stuck behind the tour trolley for... I think they turn up here at this next light, so it would have only been like 3 or 4 blocks, but I guess they decided they wanted to let us go by. Definitely not used to that. It's that time of year. Hey, sweet girl. There's a bunch of kids over here with like garbage cans and stuff. It looks like they're doing some community cleaning thing. See, now the trolley is right next to us again, so it's like I don't know why they let us pass, because they're right next to us. They got work gloves, like rakes and stuff like that. They must be cleaning up. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, because there's a group over here cleaning up around the civics, or the civic center, or what do you call it? I don't know what you call it. Yeah, the tour trolley just did turn left at that light. So it's like, why did you let us go by you? I don't think it's supposed to rain today. Well, there's a chance, I think, mid-afternoon. After that, I don't think well, maybe tonight too, maybe later tonight. Last night it was like, came down hard. Yeah, it is going to take us forever to drive out there because we are hitting every single light at the absolute wrong time. So I have to sit here and wait forever. Now we got 3 more lights to get through, so we'll see. Yeah, I agree. What I haven't had for lunch for a long time is staggering ox. Maybe we should get some staggering ox. What do you think? What do you think? She's like, I don't care. You had me at lunch. As soon as I said lunch, she started wagging her tail. I hope you could see it when she was wagging me with her tail. Why are you stressing on it? Why did this guy insist on getting in front of me? He was in the left lane, sped up to get in front of me just to slow down. Oh, now you're gonna like turn too, and this probably isn't even the road you want, because this is not a common street to turn on. I think she's gonna figure that out. She probably wanted the next one, which is Henderson. But it's like, God dang, lady, you sped up to get in front of me, and then you slowed down. Hold on. Of course, this light changed right at the last minute. Some lady just went by. She must really like the color orange, because her car's orange and she was wearing an orange beanie as well. Which I don't mind. That's actually a pretty cool color. That Subaru orange that they have for the new like cross tracks and stuff is actually kind of a cool color. Way back in the day, probably 20 years ago now, orange metallic color that I really want. I had an old vehicle at that back then that I wanted to paint that color. I thought it'd be really cool, and then put like a chrome illusion in the clear coat, like mix like an ounce of chrome illusion in the clear coat and put it on top of it. I thought that'd be like such a cool like little color. Yeah, the sun's currently shining out there where we want to be. Actually, it looks pretty nice over that direction. Kind of sleepy today. I don't know why, because I slept pretty good. She did wake me up at, I don't know, it was probably like 3 in the morning because she had to go to the bathroom, but I fell right back asleep again. It wasn't like I was awake. Yeah. I love how you do the speed limit out here. And people just come flying up behind you. So the speed limit for the first like little bit is 25. And then just now we moved into the 35. But even doing 35, so those guys were definitely doing 35 through the 25. But even like in the 35, like right now, people like to do like 50. You get out here onto the 45 and people do 70. It's like, this road is so narrow. There's zero shoulder. They did just resurface it until they can figure out what they're going to do with this road, because they have to repair it almost yearly, it seems like. So it usually gets like really ruddy and because they can't handle the weight of all the trucks that are out here. And it's like, just build the road for all the traffic. Like, why do you guys do this? So then it's like really like uneven and it throws you about. I don't understand how people can do freaking 70. Why are you stress yawning? You have no reason to stress yawn, you fool. We're not even doing anything stressful. Oh, it's nice and sunny where we're gonna run. Hopefully it stays that way. Because, oh, it's even gotten warmer. That's good. It was 39 degrees where we started at, because I was waiting for it to warm up before I was going to do anything, and it just wouldn't warm up. And I think it's because of the clouds and fog. See still a little bit of fog in the valley, but not too bad. Muscles are super tight. I like actually felt my knee a little bit last night in the middle of the night, so I know I pushed it a little too hard, but I'm trying to drive, you weirdo. I was totally let me block your view as much as I can for no reason. Like, she likes to sit on my lap sometimes, and so her head will be right there, but then it's like I can move to the side. There was no, to move to the side. She was standing sideways across everything. Yeah, you. Try and find my sunglasses I lost. What these guys are doing out here? Laying new fiber optic or something. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. All I know is they got crap all freaking tore up, fence line, everything. Over here sold or something. They're getting ready to put in a freaking subdivision because it looks like they're cutting a new road or even a couple roads. Huh. Actually, I think, didn't Prickly Pear just get that land? I wonder if they're putting in a trail system. I know Prickly Pear did acquire some land over there somewhere. I show the where. Minnesota. Minnesota. There's my Gregory guys. Minnesota. Oh, I never drank my drink. Never drank my drink. This is supposed to be drink on our way. Oh, puppers. A couple poodles, it looks like. Probably some golden doodles or something. Oh, Must not be the people. Yeah, those aren't the people, I don't think. In the vehicle, those are just some other random randos. Because they're continuing on. Ooh, excuse me. Big little breeze out here, but not too bad. Bam! There you guys go. Hold on. There you go. Doody 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 doo. Hey, happy Friday, yeah. Oh, there she is. Like, where'd my dog go? These clouds have actually opened up quite a bit. But I think clouds are coming in though. Can't tell what direction they're moving. Because they're like this direction, there is hardly any clouds, which you'll be able to see for shortly. Compared to just an hour ago, this is really nice. Where my doggo went. Oh. And up here compared to over there. Oh, there she is. Hi. It's like super. Like it's a lot warmer. That wind is still cold, but not a cloud there. It's definitely cloudy over here. What is up with you and your tummy issues? I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what she ate. You're not even pooping anything. She's looking at me like, why are you staring at me pooping, bro? Well, while she's doing that. Oh, I need the... Only one dog today. Let's put our distance thing on. There we go. Right there. There we go. Hard to see. What she's got going on. But okay, let's go this way. Since those other people went the other way, we're just gonna go this way. There we go. She's looking at me like, "Are you coming?" Yeah, we're going. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with her tummy troubles. It's like she'll have like good poops in the morning, and then for the rest of the day she's having tummy troubles. They lost a helmet and stuff. It's kind of weird. Ooh, I don't know how much running we're gonna do today, actually. My legs are a little stiff, as well as my, like I said, my ankle's hurting a little bit more today, and my knee I could feel a little bit. I think I pushed it too hard yesterday. But oh man, my ankle is actually hurting pretty good. Hopefully it'll loosen up. Do I have gloves? Yeah, I do. Because my hands are starting to get cold. Yeah, it started raining. It like rained so hard last night, like early evening, like from, I don't know, 5 o'clock to like 8 o'clock or something for 3 hours. It was coming down hard. And I think it's supposed to do that or so. But tomorrow and the next day are supposed to be super nice here. In fact, I think it's on Sunday it's supposed to get to 80 degrees, which is very unusual for Memorial Day weekend in Montana. Usually super cold and wet. Like if it's not raining the whole weekend, it's unusual. There's usually no getting out on the lake on the boat in the nice warm sun. But they'll be able to do it on Sunday for sure. And then I think like either Monday or Tuesday is supposed to rain again and get cold again. Looks like they get one really nice day this weekend. Like tomorrow's, it's not going to be as warm, but it's not supposed to rain, I don't think. And then Sunday, it's like 0% chance of raining. 80 degrees. I'm chilly. I should have wore a freaking beanie. That wind is cold. I thought with the sun it'd be warm, and it is. Like I said, it's like almost 10 degrees warmer here than it was in Helena. in the city, and we're only like 6 miles from the city. It was 39 degrees when I started the stream where we were sitting at, and it is, my van said it was 47 here, so I guess that's 8 degrees difference, but there's no wind there. There's wind here, and with the higher humidity, it is just freaking chilly. My feet are kind of crampy today too. I have to steal one of Nari's tennis balls and just massage my bottom of my feet. Stuff to my van. I was hoping it would be a little nicer weather, but oh, my footsies. These actually are really cramping up. Could be the shoes I'm wearing. I haven't worn these shoes for quite a while now. See, it's quite pleasant out here with that sun shining with no wind. That wind is chilly. Lacrosse balls are great, yeah. I used to have one that I kept just for like my feet, and even using them for like working pressure points on like my back and stuff, and my hips and stuff like that. But I don't know whatever happened to it. One of those that I actually found it probably, I don't know, it was probably 4 years ago, because the lacrosse teams used to practice, because they didn't really have a place to practice, so they used to practice in Helena and Centennial Park on the places where they use, because they don't really have, it's the same thing with soccer. They don't have any places really to practice for soccer, so they use Centennial Park for that too. And currently they're using it for rugby. I didn't even know we had rugby teams, but they've been practicing the last couple nights. I've seen them out at the park. But my old Vizsla, we were just walking into the park and she found the lacrosse ball in the grass. So they obviously just lost one after practice or whatever. So that's where I actually got the lacrosse ball. I wish we had lacrosse back when I was growing up, because I think I would have been really good at it. And I mean, really, when it comes down to it, there's not, well, nowadays it's probably a little tougher, but shoot, back when I was like in high school, if you could be relatively good at lacrosse, you were like guaranteed a scholarship. Now it's not as, that was it. Or boys and girls, I guess I should say, in high school. You had for boys, you had to have the same number of options for girls. So it was at the, and I think they rearranged the schedules even of when sports happen now. But it used to be when football was going on, girls volleyball was going on, and so that they had, you know, a female sport at the same time as the boys sport. And then during the middle of winter, it was basketball season, and both the boys and the girls basketball seasons happened at the same time. And I don't know as if that's the case now, at least in Montana. And then for us, the only other sport we had was track and field, which is both boys and girls. So that was the three sports we had. For a boy, you had football, basketball, track. And I could have played other sports, but I would have had to travel, because if we were, the way the Montana school rules were back then is everybody had to have an opportunity to do whatever sport they wanted, but in order to do that, they usually had to consolidate schools. So like I could have done, even within sports, it was that way. Like, even though I had track and field, we didn't have certain events in track and field just because our school couldn't afford the insurance or the equipment. So like if I wanted to do pole vault, I would have had to go over to our rival school to practice and all that kind of stuff. Like I was allowed to go, if I wanted to do pole vault, I was allowed to go and practice with our rival schools stuff because they had pole vault. And I still would have been competing for my high school, just I would have been borrowing their equipment and all that kind of stuff and practicing stuff. Oh, it was the same thing with like if you wanted to do wrestling, and in that case you actually would have to go in. I don't think my rival school even had wrestling, so probably would have had to go to Great Falls, and you would have competed for the Great Falls team, like whichever one, CMR or Great Falls High, even though you were going to high school where I went, which is out of Sims. Whew. Now I'm out of the wind. I'm actually getting warm. My feet are not as crampy though, so that's good. But yeah, now there's just so many options It's like I'm amazed any school can, at least anything below a Class A, can even fill out full teams, because they offer like 15 different sports for you to be a part of. It's like, and I went to a Class B school. Back then it was like, even for football, you know, the big, like your AA schools and A schools a lot, even here in Montana, it's like you have a, say you take football, it's like you have a full defense squad and a full offense squad. Just so that you could fill out a whole team. Like, can't imagine how, like back then, if we had like cross country and whatever else is a fall sport, probably soccer or something, like you'd never be able to fill a full team. So I don't know how a lot of the schools in Montana do it now, unless they're a AA school. Like double A's, I get, I have enough students. Because a lot of our double A's, you know, they have 2,000 to 3,000 students in it. Like me, my Class B school was just shy of 200. And my graduating class was 34 or 36. Something like that. I don't remember anymore. Why is my miles aren't working, so I'm taking it off. I don't know why it's not working. Why is my map not working? I turned that on. That was weird. So I turned the map overlay on a long time ago. Oh, there's somebody up here. This must be the people in the vehicle, I'm guessing. There we go. Plug my phone in. Map is on. Well, it's on now. It wasn't reading. It wasn't showing where I was at. It's like, this is weird. I checked the overlay and it was turned off, so I had to turn it back on. I don't know why it turned itself off, because like I said, I turned it on. I never saw anything saying it for too long it'll turn itself off. But I haven't lost signal that long. Otherwise I would have lost the stream. Oh. This guy has a couple puppers. Make sure it's okay to go say hi first. Yeah. Make sure it's good to say hi. She's getting better about that. Waiting instead of running up. Waiting to make sure. She used to not do that.
Hi, how are you?
Pretty good. She doesn't have the zoomies because she saw some other puppers. Ooh, man. This isn't that steep enough hill, but it's kicked my ass. Oh, I did lose stream for a while? Okay. Well, that explains it then. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down up there somewhere, and we're gonna come back off of this peak. I don't know how far that's gonna be. I can't imagine it's gonna be, but maybe 4 miles is all. We'll see though. Looking at my data speeds right now, and I'm definitely having issues. This whole area, since in the last few weeks, I've been coming up here, we've been having issues where it never used to. Oh, yes, this is a trail we're going to come back on right here. So we're going to go this other a little bit further, and then we're going to take the connects to that. Actually, might be further out up here than I think. So maybe we will get 5 or 6 miles. I don't think we're definitely not going to get 6. There's no way. Might get 5 maybe. Whew. I'll bet you we're going to be at probably close to 2 miles before we hit our single track. So, and then we kind of go off a little bit. So yeah, we might get 5. I don't think we are, but we might. But like I said, we're only going to get maybe 500 feet of vert to 600 tops. We're at 305 right now. And even though we're going to be climbing a couple peaks, each one of those is only going to get us maybe 100 feet is all. Or I should say together, we might get 100 feet out of it. Not each one. Nice dark cloud coming right here. Out of nowhere. Oh man. I tried to get up on top of that at one point. There's just a little out and backs. But I could never figure out that one. Just out running around. I'm actually sweating because it got so warm out here, so hot and humid. Whew, I kind of want to take my coat off, but I know if I do, I'll be cold if the wind hits. Oh, here's our trail. I don't see the trail going off this direction anymore since they mowed down the forest. I think it used to go right here somewhere. No, we're gonna go this way. I think this is the main trail because there's another trail over there. That's so funny that they freaking mowed everything down here because for wildfire management. There's a bench up here that somebody put in off the trail. That's right there that they built. And it's like, it used to be like pretty good views, but also with the trees the way they were around it, it was like nice and shaded and everything, and now down all the trees around it. Here is because they couldn't get up here with their vehicles. Ground tenderizer to rip up all the trees and everything. So it completely destroyed the trail as well. You don't need to get rid of everything. You're still going to be serving your purpose. That's the exact same thing they did up on the CDT on McDonald. McDonald Pass. And it's like, they completely pulverized the entire forest up there. Like, they didn't even leave like some of the old growth trees. They just they didn't even clear cut it. Well, like if you look out there, it looks like they just took a giant mulcher and just mowed down all the forest, and that's all lodgepole up there. And for like a mile on each side of the CDT, including the CDT. And so the CDT is technically closed right now because there is no trail anymore. And it's like the way Helena does their stuff. Like, their standpoint is, well, like, the CDTC is trying to work, you know, all through the US, and CDTC is a Continental Divide Trail Coalition, much like the Appalachian Trail, and some of those have coalitions as well, PCT, that help maintain the trail and develop trail, all that kind of stuff. And CDTC has been working because it isn't a continuous trail the whole way, because a lot of it has to go through like private land and stuff. I get that. See, look at this section. This is so beautiful. And there used to be a lot of this on that other section. But anyways, it you know, they've been working to try and get more trail and stuff, because there's a lot of areas where it's just like, here's a road, and that's how the Helena Forest District views things. It's like, oh, you got a road, you take it. So like this that section they just completely destroyed up on McDonald Pass was one of the few single tracks in the Helena district, and actually might be even, yeah, I mean there's probably a couple miles still left, but it is scenic trail that you guys just destroyed one of the few single track sections on. It's like, what are you guys thinking? And one of the organizations that, non-governmental organizations that does trail management, tried to get in there last year, and Forest Service was like, no, you know, to repair the trail, and they were like, nah, we don't want you doing anything. Like, I told the guy from that organization, I'm like, they can't stop me as just a rando going in there and trying to fix the trail. There's like a big like section right here of private land, so you can see like the bigger houses right here. There's like probably 4 houses right here in a huge section. So each one of these houses probably is 4, because there's 160 acres in a section, and it is just one full section that juts into the private or into the public land here. And they're probably 40 acres each, I bet you, each one of these houses. So that would make sense. That's the mountain we climbed from the other side last night, or yesterday morning. Yesterday morning. But I'm gonna head down this way. Sounds like I hear somebody. Almost sounds like kids. Maybe they're down at the house, but it sounds like it's coming from the direction of the trail. I love this section though. This is my favorite. Well, this whole back side here, or back end, used to be my favorite section of the scratch gravels out here, but like I said, they recently have, well, you guys got to even see, they mowed down all the new growth. Not a lot of it, all the new growth, especially in that lower section. So not necessarily my favorite anymore. See, there's that other hilltop I was like, including this one right here, were never put in by the people that manage this area. This is just a trail that between the mountain bikers and hikers, people have just made, worn in throughout the years. And it's a nice trail. Yeah, I think we're going to be lucky to get barely over 4 miles out of this. What's my dog doing? What's that dog doing? Oh, what's she doing out there? There's pine cones. Oh, there's even some new growth pine cones happening right here on this tree. That's kind of cool. That's really cool looking at this tree with this big old ponderosa behind it. It's all crooked and everything. Like all, you know, most ponderosas are just nice and straight. That one has some personality. That's kind of cool. Okay, let's keep going. Gotta catch up to the doggo. I don't know what she's doing up here, but I gotta go catch her. She was off to the left. I think she came back to the trail though. Oh, she's a cheater face. How did she know that she could cut across right there and get right back to the trail? I mean, she has been out here quite a bit, but still. She's having so much fun. this is the last little summit, I guess you could say. It's like a little, just not even, it's just a bump on the way down, but I think it's the last one. There we go. Looks like we have, I don't know what's going on with the data connectivity today. Well, not even today, just out here in general has just been not good the last few days or the last few weeks. I have great signal, or decent signal, definitely good enough to frickin' where my dog's at. Where that dog at? I hear her way off into the brush in the right hand side over here, but good thing I put that bell on her, because otherwise I would have no idea where she's at. There she is. Nice girl. You having fun? Yeah, she's wagging her tail. She's like, I'm having so much fun. I don't know what's going on with the data, because like I said, it's not the cell signal. My cell signal's been either great or decent, yet I'm still having data network connectivity issues, which is affecting the stream. So it's like I have 4 bars of 4G right here, where we were at yesterday. When we were up higher on that mountain, I had 4 bars of 5G, UW even. It does make me wonder if they're restricting my data, and they're not supposed to. My contract, it's not one of, like, I have an unlimited data, but it's an old school contract. Like I haven't recontracted for a long time. It's been many years. I just keep buying my new phones just so I can maintain the same contract. And contract is usually like, oh, you can get like 5G like for 150 gigabytes or whatever, and then we're going to restrict it down to restrict your data speeds or whatever for everything up and above that. I don't have that in my contract. Mine is unlimited, no restrictions. And I know Verizon got in trouble a couple years ago because they were doing that to people. Even though their contract, that's why they always want you to redo a contract. I wish there was a way I could tell if they were restricting my data or not. Because that's got to be what the issue is. Because streaming every day, I mean, I go through quite a bit of data. Like, I remember one time when I was getting a new phone, this was probably 4 years ago, and I was getting a new phone, and this other contract, because it'd be cheaper. Like, you know, you don't have to pay for your phone, you get the phone for free, and then like my monthly bill would go down, all this kind of stuff. And she was like, I was like, well, what do you, it wasn't an unlimited data contract. I was like, she's like, well, most people don't go through that much data, so it's like a great deal. And I go, I do. And she was like, what? And she looked at my totals, and because I think it was like 100 gigs or whatever. And she was like, most people don't go through that in a month. I think it was 100 gigs, but she was like, most people don't go through 50 in a month. Which nowadays everybody does, because between watching videos on your phone, like streaming on your phone, and even gaming and stuff that people do on their phones. But she looked, this is like mid-month. This wasn't even like my totals, and I was already up over 300 gigs. They have the data restrictions on it. So like my MiFi, I get, I think 100 gigs. I think it is 100. It might be 150. I don't remember. And it's only 4G. And then a big old stick. She's so happy. And then after that, I'm restricted to lower data speeds. And the same thing with my iPad. My iPad, I've never reached its limit, because if I'm doing a lot of stuff on my iPad, I'm usually on Wi-Fi, not cell signal. In fact, I'm thinking about just turning off my cell signal because I don't ever do that much with it. But it would be on Wi-Fi anyway, so it would be big. On the rare occasion, it might be nice to have the cell service as well. But I don't know, figure it out. What I need to do is, because I want to get a new phone so that I can make my streams better. In order to do that, I need an Android-based phone. And so I might take and get myself a business account and get a business phone and a business iPad. But we'll see. And then I can get rid of my MiFi and I can get rid of my other thing, so it would make this one a lot cheaper, like my personal use a lot cheaper, because right now I pay for all my devices and everything. I'm probably paying no, it's more than that. It's like over $200 a month, I think. Like $220 or something like that, I think. So if I got rid of all that other stuff, it'd be so much cheaper. Probably having the business account too would probably be so much cheaper. Or I could probably just transfer my MiFi over to the business account. Maybe not necessarily get rid of it, but because the MiFi does come in handy every now and then. Like, in case like now we're on stealth camping. Yeah, I could hotspot to my phone. Now my hotspot data on my phone is not unlimited. I only get 50 gigs of that. But so I got a hotspot to my phone. Whew. Whew, that uphill got me. Well, we're almost back now. Yeah, we'll get 4, but not much more. Maybe we might get 4.5, I guess. We're at 3.5 right now, so I know it's a little over half a mile from the trail junction up here. Although we don't have a half mile, we got maybe we're lucky if we got a third of a mile to the trail junction. Oh man. This is a weirdo. It's so funny sometimes. She always like, you know, like right there she squatted to pee or whatever. And then she does the look back. Like she wants, like making sure you're watching her. Like I'm supposed to be proud of her or something. Or maybe she's just making sure I'm looking to protect her while she pees. Who knows? But she does it all the time. It's so funny. No, we're gonna go that way. We're going back. Yeah, we're going back. Yeah. Silly. She wanted to keep going. But probably going to be doing something tonight, so I don't want to do too much this morning. There's still so much snow up on the divide. Like, it was funny because the other day, I told you guys I was doing some trail work for the little birthday party for the CDTC. And originally they were like, oh, we're gonna do some stuff up on McDonald Pass. And like when they sent that out, I was like, there's still so much snow up there. How are they going to do trail work? And then when I finally signed up, which was that morning, like even like middle of the morning, and then Haley sent me the newest email for the deets, and they had changed to be down where we were at, down on Rimini Road. Like across from where we're at is actually a connector trail to the CDT. And talking to the prickly pear person, because that area out there is managed by prickly pear where we were at, they said that they were had plans to try and connect it all the way to Helena, like a little connector trail all the way to Helena, because you get quite a few thru hikers that come down to Helena as like a resupply point. But most of the time, when that section was open on top of McDonald Pass, they would be up there and just hitch a ride into Helena. But now that connector trail going down to where that's at is where they're supposed to go, and then they're supposed to go to Rimini, out Rimini Road, and then they could either hike all the way back up freaking McDonald Pass, which is like 2,000 feet, like just to do this 2-mile bypass of the closed trail to get back onto the single track, or right across from Rimini at that same junction is the Priest Pass Road, and so you could either take that up and then find the CD to jump back on the CDT. But it's like either one of those options suck because you're climbing back up 2,000 feet to get back up on top of the Continental Divide, and it's like overall, when you're talking the CDT, the Continental Divide Trail, it's not on top of the Continental Divide. This is one of the few sections that is truly on top of the Continental Divide. And it's like, and then you guys like completely destroyed it. So if you want to get as much of it as you can, then you gotta hike down to 2,000 feet and then hike back up 2,000 feet. That's why it was nice when people like, you know, they just hit the highway up on top of McDonald Pass and they could hitch a ride, or even sometimes I would even offer like, I was part of a Facebook group where if I was in town, like they could just hit me up and I'd go up and grab them for free. Otherwise, I mean, you can get Ubers. I don't know how much that is though. Probably expensive. It's probably like friggin' $20 to go 10 miles. Otherwise, you gotta hike that down a highway for 10 miles. Oh, we just hit the 4 mile mark, so we're gonna get like 4.2. I don't think we're even gonna get that. You good? You're done in the puddle? I thought she was getting a drink and playing in the puddle, so I didn't want to go too fast and make her feel like she needed to keep going. Okay, so the guy we saw with the 2 dogs must have been the guy in the other truck. Now there's 2 more vehicles down on the lower side. This out here, you used to come out here to be able to, you know, be in the mountains for cheap if you were working in Helena. And now even this stuff out here, all the way to Marysville, which is that peak right there, just that's the ski hill. So just to the right of that is Marysville. It's like so expensive. You're easily talking. She's had so much fun with a freaking stick. Weirdo. You're done with that stick? Okay. I don't have anything in my hand, you weirdo. Looking. Even the stuff you get back into eastern Montana, which is like freaking like desert badlands, even it's expensive. It's like nobody wants to live out there. It's even expensive. I really kick myself because they're on the other side of the pass that way about probably 40 miles was a couple plots of land. It would have been half a section total. I think they had like, it was 2 40-acre lots and they were for sale for pretty reasonable. Like, I think they were like 60 grand each, so 120,000 for 80 acres. And it had a There was a year, is it a year long? Is that how you'd say it? Spring. Like a spring that was like flowing all year, versus like a seasonal spring, was on one of the property, or one of the sections, and they were like sat right next to each other on each side of this little, like a seasonal creek, and completely wooded up in the mountains. Like, it would have been such an awesome deal, and I didn't do it. I should have done it, because this was probably 6-7 years ago when I was looking at it, and now they sold like pretty fast, actually. So trying to find stuff like that is very difficult here in Montana. But also, I think they're gonna get a rude awakening, because prices are, with the way the market is, things are way overpriced. Like, I see it even in my building. There's a place that's just barely like a little bit bigger than mine, maybe 75 square feet bigger than mine. Single bedroom, single bath like mine. And what are we at here? Oh, this needs a charge. It's at 0% now. But it's for sale. I mean, it does have some pretty nice updates done to it, but it's for sale for like $280. And I'm like looking at my place thinking I might be able to sell it for maybe $180, $190 most. It's like, and it's been for sale for a long time, so they definitely have it overpriced. But okay, well, I was wondering why my phone was going dead on me with it being plugged in, so I gotta get going because my phone's almost dead. So I will maybe see you guys tonight. I don't know, we'll see. But that's gonna be it for this morning. So bye everyone, love y'all, and I will see you guys next time.